Hey viewers, welcome to another video of the Casual Pro Gamer. In this video I want to explain a little bit the custom games that, well, we've been playing and we want to play. I have 3 of them here. I will probably make a new video when we come up with new ones, but I've been playing them with Watch Me See last time, and it's kind of a joint venture normally because we both have some people online, so some subscribers, but not the amount that we normally need, because you need 8 to 10 people to play one of these custom games. And for now that has been, well, a little bit of a problem. So first of all we're going to do protect the whatever bot. We've been playing this with Soraka, Malphite, Shen, and one more I cannot remember. But anyway, the idea is that each team in a 5v5 normally, because in a 3v3 you only have 2 players on each side and it's going to be a whole lot more difficult basically. You get one bot, so either Soraka bot, which is really hard to defend, or Malphite or Shen, or I don't know, one of the easier to defend bots. And you're going to have to protect him or her from the other team, and you have to kill the other team's bots. It goes to 10 kills basically. If you kill the enemy bot 10 times, no matter what the rest of the score is, you win. And if the enemy team does that to you, then you lose. So it's very straightforward, and I think nobody will have troubles understanding what's going on there. The second one, that's one that's also already on my channel. Catch the Teemo. Catch the Teemo is a 2-part game. It's 5v5, and you play it jungle only, or rather, jungle only. Let's call it that. The idea of Catch the Teemo is that you should be catching the Teemo. So kill Teemo. Teemo cannot go invisible, and no one on either team can kill minions. So all of the minion counters should be at 0, and there might be some. No, there's actually almost no champion that cannot help it killing minions. I mean, obviously if Teemo runs into some minions and you attack him there with an AoE spell, you might kill one of the minions, but normally all of the minion count should be 0. So that's basically Catch the Teemo on one side, because only one of the 2 teams has a Teemo. And then after, let's say, 2 kills or 10 minutes or whatever, you have to make a decision on that. We did 2 kills last time, and since I actually suicided, it became 3 kills. But the suicide was completely unintentional, and it still happened. So anyway, so you can do either, let's say, 2 kills, or you can say, well, a number of minutes, and you can also say, well, the first team goes until 2 kills. Then we switch sides, so the other team gets the Teemo, and you play the same amount of time, so not the same amount of kills, but the same amount of time. And if they can kill him twice in that time, or before that time ends, then they win, and otherwise the first team wins. Basically, same thing as they do with cricket, but I know most of you don't know the rules to cricket. So that's Catch the Teemo. So the third one is actually, I'm not sure what to call it yet, kind of a buff game. You are only allowed as a team to kill creatures with a buff. So that means if you're playing this on a 5v5 map, you can only attack the red buff, blue buff, and the Baron. And every buff you get gets you 1 point. Then you can only attack things with a buff. You can of course attack the 2 little minions that are with it so that it actually respawns. But for the rest, you're not allowed to kill any minions in the lanes or in the jungle. So every buff will give you 1 point, and you can attack only the champions that have the buff. So killing a champion with a buff will give you 1 point as well. And by doing this, I think you would have a long duration of your buffs. Because if you every time you kill a champion with a buff, the buff gets transferred to the killer, and then the killer gets a new buff. So basically, it will never time out. And I wonder how this will be played. So we still haven't tested this yet, and I really would like to. It was actually an idea of one of my viewers, and I think it would be nice to at least test it. So as I said, it's only played in the jungle, and you can steal the enemy's buffs as well. But there's obviously the huge increase of utility if you have a buff. So if you have the blue buff, your cooldowns are going to be reduced, and if you have the red buff, you're going to have a slow plus extra damage. And well, the Baron buff we all know is super useful. So I don't think that it'll ever get to the Baron buff, but still. So the number of points, I have no idea. Normally it would be nice to play for about 20 minutes. So we'll have to try it out and see how long that takes. Or how many buff kills you would actually get and things like that. So the basic rules is you can only attack creatures that have a buff, that give you a buff. You can only attack champions that have a buff. And if you kill a champion that doesn't have a buff, you get -2. Simple as that. So you can still kill them, but you will go minus on the score count, and that is not a very good thing to do, especially since points are already very hard to come by. So that's it. And you can play these games without us, so without me or WatchMissC. And if you have a replay of one of them, just send them to me and mark them in the title as custom game, what game you played, and whatever. We'll see if I can actually put it on my channel, I guess. Because it would be nice to have this as kind of a weekly challenge sort of thing, because the weekly challenge really doesn't work too well, and this would be a good substitute. So that's it for now. Join me in the CPG chat room, or if you're on the North American servers, you can either go to the CPG chat room or to WatchMissC's chat room. The instructions on how to get into my chat room are in the video that's called Join the CPG chat room. Anyway, that's it, and I hope to see you next time, or in game, or whatever. So that's it.